You guys gone yet?
Well, we're about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at
My bad, I
MetLife
thought you were
Stadium
good or
in
something.
East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the
better than
tunnel.
me.
They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set
Okay,
to
we won
face
the game
off
because of my.
with the Detroit Lions.
I'm the communicator.
Here's the punter,
Yeah.
Bradley Pinion on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Put the shimmer. Yeah.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Sometimes you just have to give credit
What
to
is
the
your issue,
defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up.
What is your issue?
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
That is
the 45-yard line. This is Swift on the counter. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Wow.
And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
I don't do that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike check 33. 33. I got you, pop.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Mike check 33. 33.
Now Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Oh,
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 3. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 43 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Great.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0.
You're excused.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll run on 1st down. Cox. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out, and the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Can I do that, please? Thanks.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They'll set up a throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
One more time with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift from a yard out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
You okay?
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Gonna go back in.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken.
Why? You don't have to go on timeout,
dude. One more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Doesn't need to. Wait, on the quarter. Please.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Go
And this is caught inside the 5.
Never mind.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was a good play, though.
So we've reached halftime here on opening
My own
weekend.
fault, though, for
As we'll
playing
get you
zone.
down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
My own fault.
Okay,
for
Coach,
playing
thanks as
zone.
always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Where's Jordan?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Dude, that's
So many
awesome.
teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love
Glad you
watching a
did.
team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football
Now,
in that situation.
I have a problem. Like,
That's
that's
almost
crazy.
a tendency breaker.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
He's not gonna get it.
Here's
Oh,
Wilson.
actually, blocked it.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Damn, who
That
is-
one good for
who's left guard?
17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Malik McDowell.
Malik McDowell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
I couldn't spin.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last
Like you
drive
heard me,
that culminated in
bro.
a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football
overthrew
now,
it.
they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I lost
Not
his
his best
X
throw
factor.
there, but where we sit right now
I
in the
lost
3rd
his
quarter,
X
he's had a
factor.
pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing
Oh, no, I
4-minute
didn't.
offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he goes across the 20 to the
that
22.
third?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Steps away to his left.
Oh,
You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 26. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an
Really?
interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback.
You shouldn't have asked.
In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Wiggles free. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Malik McDowell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
What I tell you.
That's on the guard, Connor Williams.
Holding. That is stupid. Oh, yeah. Slide right.
Now a give right side Swift. He's got room to run past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Dancing away at the 30. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Swift. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Okay.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Damn.
Trying to fit it into Moore.
Malik.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Cox. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
33. Watch the exit.
To throw is Wilson.
Oh my
God. That is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Damn.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a